Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Alright, gimana kabar lu semua? Semoga pada baik-baik aja. Hari ini mari kita lanjutkan perjalanan kita di LA Noire. Alright, let's go play this bitches. The Naked City.
Don't say anything, Roy.
Gila.
Just get over there.
Kasus narkoba terus. Namanya juga Vice Narcotics ya. Si Kolpus lagi menangani kasus yang cukup lumayan yang ini ya, yang berat-berat ya. Sindiket narkoba. Soal ini ya, morfin. Di sini nanti kita mulai ini ya, apa namanya? Sedikit demi sedikit terkuak lah dari mana asal usul sebenarnya si morfin itu tuh, dari mana asalnya.
Seem distracted. We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
Murder scene. Alright. Jadi kita ke TKP dulu ya. Second floor, apartemen 6 in the back. Second floor, apartemen 6 on the back. Anjay. Gue seneng gitu sama orang yang ngomongnya tuh padat, tepat, ya kan? Dan jelas. Gak suka gitu yang belibet-belibet, panjang-panjang lebar.
Good to see you, Phelps. You two want a hug?
Aduh,
Relax, Rusty.
Galloway lagi. Anjing, kenapa dia harus ada di gua sih?
Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks.
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure.
Sure. Let's go in, gentlemen. Ada Roy, ada Galloway.
Phelps?
Wah, Syah.
We've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result
Oh, dia
is that a lot of foam is
dilelepin,
generated.
cuy.
This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice
Wah,
anything about
untung
our victim?
ditutupin anduk
Yeah,
ya.
I took a look.
Be my guest.
Jangan sampai, please jangan sampai ditelanjangin lagi, cuy.
Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Iya. Coba. Oh, biru ya.
Her neck is bruised pretty badly.
Parah ini. Anjir, udah kaku anjir. Ini cincin nih. Ada cincin, cuy. Tuh.
Very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire.
Black Sapphire. Anjir. Kayak ada bekas congor tuh. Bekas gigi gitu ya. Ngelingker gitu, cuy. Tapi bukan lah. Aja udah pada biru-biru gitu. Udah pucet lah yo.
Bruising on the forearms and these look like bite marks.
Tuh, bener
Very
kan?
good.
Bite marks.
Eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down, and
Bekas
another held
ini.
her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
It spread a trail of barbiturates.
Digigit gitu kali
Take a
ya.
look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
Couldn't take it anymore. So she ran herself a bath down.
Kan. Banyak amat obat-obatan. Pil buat apa ya?
All the English smoking jacket.
Men smoking jacket.
45 who would wear one.
Haskell and Shaw apa ya? Apaan nih? Pomade. Buka coba.
Barbiturates.
Sleeping pills.
This is rattling
Oh,
around in this thing.
pil ini obat tidur cuy. Julia Randall.
Speak to a doctor.
Cek Dr. Stone
Make her
Mans.
life a roller coaster.
Practice. Oh, aja bisa diselipin gitu ya. Coba kita ke ruang tamu. Ada apps nih. Coba ngobrol.
Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldsson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those
Tenang
calls,
aja
ma'am.
Bu, tenang.
Who needs to
Kita
be
bakal
notified?
bantu di
That's
sini.
just it. I
Nggak
don't
usah
know.
tegang, santai aja.
Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am,
Mr.
they can find you in
Henderson.
contact.
Siapa nih namanya? Virginia Reynoldsson, 54 tahun, maid and housekeeper to Julia Randall. Oh, jadi dia apa namanya, pembantunya si Julia Randall. Victim state of mind.
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Bentar. Dari yang gue tanyain kok dia bohong ya.
Hiding here, Mrs. Reynoldsson. Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nih,
She was
dia
taking
punya
barbiturates.
obat tidur.
She couldn't sleep. You must have seen them in her room.
You've seen the pill box, the
Pastilah.
things she hid in there.
Masa lo nggak lihat dia nggak bisa
I
tidur
don't know how
anjing?
she supported herself. Always through
Lu
clothes
kan
and
housekeepernya
jewelry.
dia, penjaga rumahnya.
She lived like a movie star.
Live like a movie star, princess. Wah udahlah.
Does modeling really
Jangan.
pay that well?
Modeling dibayarnya gajinya gede nggak katanya? Victim's personal life,
Miss
kehidupan
Randall have many friends visit?
Miss
I'm
Radala
not
itu
sure. I
gimana?
only come around twice a week.
Aduh, no. Jangan bohong lo
Why are you
monyet.
lying to me, Mrs. Reynolds?
Tua-tua,
Julia
ya.
had men stay here.
I will not speak ill of the dead.
Wih,
You can't prove that.
santai aja.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. That's Mr. Henderson's. An older man, very distinguished looking. He seemed very much in love with her.
Where would
Kan?
you find him?
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Jangan bohong.
He said he lives in San Francisco.
I'm sorry I don't know, tapi tahu lu tinggalin di San Francisco, anjing.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Meragukan.
Mrs.
ya.
Reynolds, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next.
Hah.
She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs.
Oke.
Reynolds. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
Coba nih, kita lihat foto-fotonya nih. Kalau kata asisten rumah tangganya sih dia modeling ya pekerjaannya. Bisa di itu tuh, bisa dibuka ya. Gak ada apa-apa anjir. Coba tengah.
Been a modeling assignment.
Oh bener kan, modeling job kan kerjaannya. DAC 6582 Hollywood. Apa sih tulisannya kayak dokter banget. I'm working Tuesday 11:04 p.m. Come keeps me company. X for Miss Reda. XXX Julia. XXX bukan website bokep ya, bukan. Apa namanya? Kalau di orang luar negeri mah kayak apa sih namanya, kayak X itu kalau nggak salah kayak peluk atau cium gitu. Jadi kayak ada X atau bulat. Jadi X itu artinya cium, bulat itu kayak peluk gitu. Bukan bokep, bukan.
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Udah kosong. Udahlah, cabut.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads.
Stephen,
Can you get some guys to run
Rusty.
down the jacket?
Ini Roy, ini Stephen, ini Rusty. Taulah kalian ya.
You think Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know.
Oke, kita ke lokasi selanjutnya. Ini Julia Randall's apartemen. Nah, kita ketemuin dulu nih Dr. Stoneman's practice. Oke, ke kliniknya ya. Roy, bawa Roy.
You're behind the wheel.
Sabar, boy. Monyet.
Quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to
Galak
my
banget gue ya.
They're good police.
Udah kayak
How
Roy.
did you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case.
Oh, jadi
if the
Galloway
life
tuh
was
emang
on it.
I don't see
ini
why they'd be any better or
pemabok
worse at it
kayak.
than me.
I noticed you said
Kok
better.
mundur? Kok mundur?
Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got
Pantesan
nothing to
ya.
prove. He's been on homicide for
Galloway
years.
emang
And he's welcome to it.
temperamen.
You're a carrier, Phelps, and that's
Marah-marah
what we need.
mulu, marah-marahnya tuh marah-marah gak jelas coy, nggak kayak Roy gitu. Roy kan kalau marah-marah jelas gitu. Susah. Mabok. Dr. Stonemans. Mana nih? Oliver Carlton, E. Coleman, kan sini. Ini dia nih.
Here, Stone
Lantai
Office
5,
505.
nomor 505. Lantai 5 ya. Nah, gini dong, ada liftnya. Males banget gua naik tangga. Lama anjir.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Nomor 505 ya. Mana nih 505? Ini 502, 501, 503. Nah, ini dia nih. 505. LAPD.
Yes, sir. Your name?
LAPD, we'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't.
Enggak
Tell
kan.
him we want to see
Gua
him
nggak
now.
mau nunggu-nunggu.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman,
Ini
I have
penting.
some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Oke. Langsung aja masuk.
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatic.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
Dr. Stoneman, relationship with victim.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Oke, terus
She was disturbed, though.
Well, not in the conventional sense. She had trouble sleeping.
bener. Dah, kok salah? Additional medication.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Dap deh, dap.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
Salah satu lagi anjing. Tapi geledah dulu nih, geledah. Jangan sampai ada hal-hal yang mencurigakan nih di sini nih. Narkoba lagi ya. Ini apa nih?
I don't think this is going to help us.
Udahlah, cabut lah. Pasien ada 3 noh. Udahlah, kita cabut. Ayo Roy, masuk Roy.
The old boy is lying.
About what?
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
The Asian Dress Store. Oke, let's go Roy. Oke, kita masuk cuy.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
Oh, ini asisten ya.
LAPD, ma'am.
LAPD.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was
Terus?
found dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Can you
Oke.
tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives.
Terus?
When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would
Swanson.
you like to speak with her?
Heather
I'd like that very much.
Swanson.
Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer.
Jangan bilang dulu ke dia kalau
These gentlemen are
Miss-
from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you
dia
work
bilang
for
kalau
Julia
dia
Randall.
Julia Randall tuh udah meninggal.
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here.
Mungkin ini ya buat
She's not in any
nutupin
kind of
apa
trouble, is she?
tapi ketegangan atau kecurigaan
Oh, no.
nih.
Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, a wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
Siapa nih? Black Sapphire juga nih.
That's some pearl, Miss
Pearl.
Swanson.
Oh,
It cost Henry a fortune.
mutiara.
Must really love you.
Heather Swanson, relationship with victim.
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiance, Henry Arnett.
Harry Arnett. Pas ngenalin si tunangannya Henry ya namanya Henry. Terus
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business.
Okay.
He and Julia have been friends for years.
Oke. Informant of my Mr.
Are
Henderson.
Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss
Oh.
Swanson. Did you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood
Kayak
Police Station? It
dia
would
nggak
be
ada
very
keterlibatan
helpful to
sih ini kayaknya nih si
Now
perempuan
wait
ini.
a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Tung cakep loh.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh no. Oh, I can't believe it.
That
She
is
was so
true,
full of
ma'am.
life.
Oke. Oh, kita mesti nelpon dulu nih. Nyari tahu yang si itu tuh. Si Henry apa Henderson itu tuh tadi.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Oh, oke
Sure
oke.
thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Gua kesana sekarang. Oke. Ribet ya kalau polisi zaman dulu gitu ya. Pakai apa namanya? Telepon umum gitu. Tapi kayak khusus buat polisi ya itu soalnya kayak ada kuncinya gitu cuy. Kayak apa namanya? Kotak surat gitu ya.
Can you drive to this one?
Ribet sih ya.
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump.
Nggak kayak sekarang gitu. Semuanya udah
Very slick.
serba smartphone gitu kan.
We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
Jadi serba gampang gitu cuy. Hollywood Receiving Hospital. Alright. Udah nih dok, otopsinya ya. Lau nemuin apa? Narkoba. Mana ruangannya? Oh ini dia.
Cole, Roy, I
Hmm?
have some information for you.
What is that?
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so
Ah.
we have 2 killers.
Dua
Death was
pembunuh.
caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to
Overdosis
gloat? We already
morphine?
heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
Apa tuh?
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy Leblanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 cigarettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on
Wow.
a minute, Roy. We're listening now.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood.
Huh?
Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy
Oh.
here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Apa tuh?
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant.
Hohner
His
Comet.
wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine.
Apaan nih kayak bungkus permen karet.
Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over.
Ya
I have a
siapa?
guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal, thanks for the lead.
Interview Henry Arnett. Oke.
Get an ID.
Mana nih?
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with
Ini dia
one
nih.
round.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Burrow. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
Henry Arnett 27 tahun, fiancé. Oh, nih dia nih tunangannya nih.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
Kita gertak sih, biar
He's
dia
asking whether you banged her in a chuck
biar
on the
dia
shoulder
mangap.
fraternity kind of way.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be polite.
Answer the question.
This will remain private. Heather won't have to know. Yes. We had relations.
Tuh kan, baru lu mangap. Informant of Mr. Henderson.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Kan?
Henry, I don't like when people lie to me.
Bohong nih anjing.
She was seeing a man named
Jangan
Henderson.
bohong lah anjing.
You know who I'm talking about.
Easy on, detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
Nih.
That's funny. Julia told her cleaning lady that he lived in San Francisco.
Okay, you got me. I don't know where he's from. Julia wanted money. She always wanted money.
Terus?
She thought she could get something from this guy.
Oh gitu.
She might have convinced him to buy it for her.
Mau manfaatin duitnya doang cuy.
Maybe he and Julia were getting serious.
Burglary suspect.
Ever heard of a Jimmy Leblanc?
Leblanc.
No.
Namanya aneh banget aja, Leblanc.
Is he an entertainer or something?
Bener lo, jawab.
So you wouldn't have any
Harus
reason to
digertak
believe that
dulu
Leblanc
gitu loh,
would be
kenapa sih?
involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
Coba kartu namanya. Director.
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes.
Oh, di marinir juga.
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa.
Okinawa.
A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy Leblanc and find out who was his last arrested
Jimmy
officer?
Leblanc.
Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
He's in that car at the lights.
Apa nih, buntutin. Oh kan, bener.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Anjing gece banget nih mobil lah. Buru-buru amat boy.
Expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Kebelet berak kali. Tuh. Kenceng juga mobilnya. Oh, dia mau berhenti nih. Tuh kan. Oh, gua kira mau berhenti anjing.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
Misi goblok, tolol, idiot. Ah,
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
kenapa sih lu Roy? Ngegerutu aja. Masih nggak percaya dia pernah dikirim ke Okinawa. Dia si Roy masih nggak percaya kalau dia marinir. Kenapa sih Roy? Santai aja lah. Ntar juga kelihatan bangkainya. Bakalan kecium kok, tenang aja. Ini cewek siapa nih?
He needs money and fast.
He need money and fast. Nah ini cewek tuh siapa sih nungguin di depan toko?
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Iya. Lu tunggu saya situ. Pakai nengok-nengok ke belakang lagi. Bangsat. Ya mungkin dia dengar suara langkah kaki kita lagi lari kali ya. Kita ikutin terus. Mana tuh orang? Mana tuh orang? Oh tuh dia tuh. Oikawa.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
Ini orang nih buru-buru banget nih. Dia mau keluar kota nih.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City.
Oh, dia mau
tomorrow
ke
night.
Meksiko.
Hear from him again. Don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket from Mexico City.
Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Apaan nih Roy?
It's Fabergé.
Fabergé cigarette case. Oh, kotak rokok.
The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Our net only got 600 clams.
Buka coba. Kosong goblok, nggak ada isinya.
Car 11K, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Homicide detectives Bukowski and Galloway have information relating to the Randall case.
Roger, KGPL.
Roger.
11K, en route.
Car 11K, come in.
Car 11 King, go ahead.
Ntar gue telepon dulu.
A few moments later.
Come on, let's give him a hand.
Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Aduh.
You're covered, Phelps.
Kena kan lo, bitch. Kena lo.
Stay down. As soon as he pokes his head out, we'll
Aduh, nggak kena lagi anjing.
move. I've got you.
Kena tuh kaki.
Find some cover. You're pretty brave for a dead
Mana nih? Mana lagi nih?
for a dead man.
Oh tuh dia nih. Jar kakinya. Kena kan lu, nyet. Keluar lu.
Get behind something.
Nongol pala lu. Bajingan emang anjing. Mampus lu. Macem-macem sih anjing.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them. They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy Leblanc?
Sure. We nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. Been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
We caught up with Mao. He's given us the dope on LeBlanc.
He worked burglaries with a big guy. Goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders?
Aduh.
Where's the burglar?
Dia lagi,
There was no
dia
sign.
lagi.
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
Guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
You could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here. It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud. Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad. Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Investigate Everstrom Residence. Di mana tuh? Oke. Let's go. Kita ke sana.
So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Phelps, don't be so touchy. Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes. You're a Booneroo case man, Phelps. One of the best I've ever seen.
Thanks.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps. Nice house.
Everstrom Residence. LAPD.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eavestrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you.
Nggak usah, nggak usah.
We have some
Nggak usah
questions.
nawar-nawarin minum lah. Cyanida lagi.
What would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Bangsat emang si Roy mah. Ntar dulu kek. Miss Everstrom. List of stolen items.
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, detective.
Tawa-tawa lagi lu.
A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
Ya, nggak tahu nih gue jawabannya anjing nih. Lie.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestrom?
Who do you think you are?
Uy.
Making heinous accusations in my own
Marah-marah lagi anjing.
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied? My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
Burglary incident report.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely
Harold
wife.
Stoneman.
I returned
Dokter yang tadi
home
tuh.
and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eastrom. The department will get in touch, let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You've only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother.
Ah.
Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work.
Nih.
Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Kalau nggak percaya, gue bawa. Ntar dulu, tempatnya di mana sih? Gue lupa anjing.
We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranged in the burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
Minggir.
Was obviously his partner.
LAPD, move, bitch, move.
You're being ridiculous, both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
What a sock in it, sister. You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to
Banyak
see it.
perumahan yang baru jadi ini nih. Pembangunan rumah-rumah di sini.
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiance really is.
Gue tunjukin nih. Siapa sebenarnya
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry.
tunangan lo?
Are you a resident?
No.
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
30. Kalau lo nggak percaya, gue tunjukin.
Well,
Biar lo percaya.
isn't this just nice and awkward?
Kenapa tuh? LAPD. Dah. Kabur.
Cole, this guy's our case.
Go on, get your hands in the air.
Gua tangkap lo.
Give it up, LAPD.
Mau kemana sih lu? Aduh, jatuh. Aduh. Lama banget lu, Kol. Aduh, ilah. Bangun. Lama banget sih anjing. Awas kena tampol. Baru gue bilang bodoh.
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own miraculously. He came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming round too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
Dibangun nih.
Henry? We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and Leblanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Fashion is business, bitch.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, detective?
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties, find out where.
Tuh cewek tegang amat mukanya.
Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life.
Terus?
Heather, she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
Geng apa anjing? Lau bohong aja lu.
I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
Gua nemuin nih tiket kereta. Tuh, lu mau ke Meksiko. Bukan nemuin sih. Dapetan gue pergok lu, gua ikutin dari belakang. Kata tiketingnya lu mau pergi ke Meksiko. Berarti kan tadinya lu mau cabut aja. Mau lepas tanggung jawab gitu. Menghilang tanpa jejak. No way, bitch. No way.
Who is Henderson and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry.
Tuh, jujur. Dengerin tuh.
You'll only tell the truth.
Tuh.
There is no Henderson.
Masih menyangkal. Jangan menyangkal gitu.
And don't lie. I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about Julia. She could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove the good doctor almost insane.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest.
You are under arrest.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
You under arrest. Mampus lu. Bitch. Oke, sekarang kita interogasi dokter bangsat tadi itu ya. Terus si botak. Kita balik lagi ke kliniknya. Let's go, Roy. Kita selesain kasusnya nih. Gue udah capek nih. Gue udah ngantuk
She
cuy.
only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
Should have never told you that.
Yo, LAPD.
Hang on a moment, sister.
Diam
Tell him
lo.
it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him.
Kenapa?
Or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Kenapa nggak bisa?
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in. I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
Kan ketahuan bohong kan lu.
I'm so glad you came.
Kenapa?
Prison would be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. You know that I loved her. I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court?
Dibutakan oleh cinta. Apa sih?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough.
Emang dia Julia kebutuhannya emang duit. Lu ditangkap juga karena lu udah terlibat percintaan.
No.
Jangan nangis lah ya. Udah lu pulang aja, pulang.
I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Cabut.
Didn't see that coming.
Malah mau bunuh diri, bro. The fuck. Ini asistennya udah lu cuti. Udah lu cari kerjaan yang lain lah, seenggaknya.
I need an
Ambulans. Panggil ambulan.
to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message.
Apa tuh?
Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way.
Oke, kita dapat nih alamatnya. Si Willy.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
Jangan nangis, boy. Boy. Neng. Pulang. Cari kerja yang lain. Jangan nyari kerja sama dokter gila. Gila akan cinta.
She was incredibly beautiful.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy.
Cuy. Beresin tuh. Bunuh diri tuh doi. Mau pergi dulu. Willie's apartemen. Alright.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find the game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this out of the street.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to vocalize.
Tutup mulut lo, Roy. Cari ini orangnya, goblok. Baik bacot sih Roy. Di mana ya? Nah, itu udah suaranya tuh.
Wait. Cole.
Iya, gue juga denger. Gue denger. Nah, suaranya dikeluar. Oh, ini dia.
Wilson Reed, LAPD.
Kabur nih dia. Waduh. Dia punya pistol, boy. Naik ke atas lagi dia. Wah, monyet. Mana tuh dia orangnya? Hop. Wah, dia ke situ. Bangsat. Ayo Roy. Buruan Roy. Let's go. Wah, monyet nih orang. Punya senjata anjing dia. Punya pistol, bro. Aduh, anjing. Ada-ada aja. Awas ketampol lagi.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is. Where's the son of a bitch?
Mati lu monyet. Wah. Mampus lu, jatuh. Mampus lu.
Son of a bitch really picked this spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia
Begini
Randall's
deh
folks are
bego.
flying in from New York tomorrow to
Nekat.
find the body. I saw her on the
Masih
slab.
pengen cabut
So
dia.
perfect.
Ya gue
Looked like she was
tembakin
made
lah.
of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Leah had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today.
Siapa?
Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Ide.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Beliin gua minum. Capek nih gua nih. Case close. Alright. Oke, ntar dulu. Flashback. Oh, ini tentara Jepangnya nih. Nah, bener kan? Tentara Jepangnya nih. Granat. Boom. Anjir. Anjir.
The whole company is gone, Hank. The major is dead. We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill.
That's one of our 50 cals still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
Anjing. Wah. Kena temennya. Wah, tangannya putus tuh, bro. Berlumuran darah. Hancur udah badannya.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Wah, beruntung dia. Beruntung anjing bisa. Tuh kan. Bucat anjing.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Scratch, Kelso.
Kok gitu?
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole. Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Ya itu mana gue tahu, bro. Namanya juga perang.
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Cole Phelps.
Lieutenant Phelps.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star.
Oh, anjir.
And promoting you to first lieutenant.
Anjir. Naik pangkat terus nih si Cole Phelps, bajingan. Iri lagi nih dia. Oke, mungkin segitu dulu episode kali ini. Anjir nih. Capek gua sampai ngantuk anjir. Oke. Jangan lupa share, like, and subscribe. Gua Iqbal Riksan. Adios, amigos. Peace.